Can you tell me about your organization,
The Link? Yep, I work for The Link, and we are a non-profit youth service provider. So we have 19 different programs across 3 different divisions that provide youth with intensive case management. We meet a lot of basic needs. Some of our programs provide housing, some provide school intervention. We work with youth who've been trafficked, but the base of all of it is really like a trauma-informed management, helping you be able to get the needs met, and awareness. So, for example, during the Super Bowl, our executive director did training for all 10,000 Crew 52 volunteers.
Yeah, I was actually one of those.
Yep. So she did all of that. So we train different volunteer groups like that. We're doing training with Mall of America for their staff right now. So we do some stuff like that where it's not necessarily our volunteers, but it might be other groups' volunteers or employers too. We talk a lot about the average age of a trafficking victim is 13, and even then, usually the youth that we work with have been victimized since they were babies, since they were really little children. Minneapolis happens to be in the top 13 states of, and the Twin Cities in general as a hub. And so I talk to volunteers and donors a lot, and what I will say to them all the time is that we know who's victimizing and we know who the victims are, and it's figuring out how to end the demand. Mm-hmm. And that's not what we do. So we really do it. We're working with youth on the other end, and when it's already happened. And we also have our I Am Crisis campaign, so we're working to educate youth before they become victims, and like to find them where they are and let them know that they're priceless. This doesn't have to be their path. When I'm talking to people, I'm telling them about the average age, and I'm telling them about the young people that we're working with and what's happened to them in their lives. And then about our needs, like the need for help and support around providing case management and support for these youth who've experienced the highest levels of trauma.
I've read some of your stuff online about the different programs you offer. Mm-hmm. It's phenomenal, like the housing and the juvenile justice programs.
Yeah, yep.
Can you expand a little bit more on those?
I can, yep. So in our juvenile justice division, we have a program that's for truant youth. So we see youth who have failed out of most other truancy programs, and we work with them to get them back engaged in school. We provide case management. We do activities here out of this space. We work with high-level offenders, both male and female. We have 2 male offender programs, and those are our evening reporting centers. So we serve youth in those programs during out of school time. So they come to us after school and then on Saturdays. So instead of going to the detention center and being detained, we work with them. We provide case management. We make sure they have meals. We figure out some different social service interventions instead of just sending them to the detention center. We also have a female program that's similar, and that's our POWER program, and we serve high-level female offenders in that program. And then we have our Juvenile Supervision Center, which serves low-level offenders. Then we have our housing division, and we have many different housing programs. We have permanent supportive housing, which is in a building, so an apartment building with 24 units, our Lindquist Apartments, and that's a permanent program, so youth can stay there as long as they need to. We go through age 24, so if they're approaching 24, we're working on an exit plan into either another supportive housing program or into their own apartment, whatever that looks like. Then we have all kinds of scattered site programming. So we have youth who live in market rate apartments, and we're subsidizing their apartments and providing case management, and again, connections to other services. And those are all around the metro. We have all housing in all 7 counties. And then we also have some parent support things. So we have a young families program. And then we have our Safe Harbor division. So we have a sex trafficking division that has housing, shelter, outreach, mobile case managers. We provide the regional navigator position. So she's someone who would get phone calls at any given time for a youth that's found being trafficked, and then can respond by showing up there or going to wherever the site is. Yeah, so something that makes us really unique here is that we hire youth on youth advisory boards to help create and oversee all of our programming.
Do you think some of these issues are being fully addressed?
I mean, we wouldn't be in business if they were being fully addressed, right? Sure. So the link wouldn't exist, and we wouldn't be serving over 2,000 youth a year if our community as a whole was addressing these needs and needs. So I would say no. I think we're working on it. I mean, we're at the Capitol all the time with youth who are doing different things and speaking and representing youth who are in similar situations. And we're there for Homeless Day on the Hill, and we're advocating as much as we can. But I don't think you can overcome chronic poverty and systemic racism in just one program, providing services. I mean, I tell people all the time, write your legislators, call. Like, we have to all advocate if we're going to make any change. What the average person can do, but sign up to volunteer, do one project somewhere and see if you can make a difference. These programs change lives. So I started here 4 years ago, and we were about a $3 million organization, and now we're about an $8 million organization. So we've done a lot of expansion because of need. So we expand really strategically in ways that we feel that we are seeing are based on trends and needs in the community. Really, our goal is to leave our youth in their apartments living independently and and just have them live and work their jobs and go to school and do all of their things and not need us. I mean, that's our goal. So if people are interested in helping, go to our website.
Ways people can get involved.
So if you go to our website, there's a tab on VDM. Sorry,
that's okay.
So there's a tab that has to do with engagement and being involved. And what I would say is people can donate dollars. People can like us on Facebook. To me, that's one of the first steps. Follow us on Facebook. We are posting something every single day about the work we're doing, our awesome donors, our awesome volunteers, what our executive director is doing, what news story she's on that day, different things that are happening and ways to get involved. You can also go to our website. And then all kinds of volunteer opportunities under our volunteer tab. And people can sign up for one-time opportunities. We have really easy, where you can either pay to be involved, or you can sign up for an opportunity where you bring some stuff with and you build kits or make meals or put together things or organize closets. We need help with everything. But we have stuff. And we get stuff in and we want to be able to get it out to youth, but we need help organizing it and getting it put in places. We get donations in and we don't have the staff power to go put it away. Follow Facebook is my first recommendation. My second is to go to the website and look at the volunteer tab and see what interests you, because there's a lot of opportunity.